Welcome to another one-on-one notary coaching with me, Mark Wills. I teach the loan signing system. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on replay, thank you so much. Remember, every single one of these recorded every single Monday. If I look a little casual today, it's because I've been running around from doctor's appointment to doctor's appointment. I want to say thank you to everyone who's given me well wishes. I tore an Achilles tendon playing basketball. That was father time telling me, Mark, you are not getting any younger. But I serve you. I will never forget that. So I made all my doctor appointments in the morning and in the afternoon so I can make sure to jump on here live with you. I got my one foot propped up. I got a torn Achilles right here, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to approach this Achilles tendon repair and rehab just like the way I build my business, just like the way I teach you to build your business. It's one day at a time. You get overwhelmed by thinking about the end product every single day. Do something, move your business forward. I'm going to do something every day to move my rehab forward. I'm not going to look at a 9-month rehabilitation. I'm going to look at it day by day. I'm trying to organize my surgery. Surgery comes out, I'm going to look at the next day and the next day and the next day. But I'm going to be here every day serving you. Hopefully every day you'll be following my journey because honestly, I have a 9-month rehab in front of me. I could get overwhelmed. But I'm going to take it day by day. I'm going to chop up this 9-month rehab and turn it into day-by-day activities. And I want you to do the same thing with your business. Your business is no different. You don't need to get overwhelmed by the end goal. If your goal is to make $10,000 a month, then you got to break that down a little bit. What are you going to do every single day to get your $10,000 a month goals? Too often we look at the end goal and we get overwhelmed, but you got to believe. I believe I'm going to be back better and stronger. I believe I'm going to be back better and bigger. I want you to believe that you can build your signing agent business. So with that being said, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm here to serve you. So enough about me. This is Notary Coaching 101. If you're brand new to these episodes, I jump on every single Monday to make sure that you have a coach that you can rely on to help you with your signing agent business. So how this works is, put your add button right here. At the end of the day, I will pick people one-on-one, and I will give coaching the best I can to help you grow a signing agent business. All right, let's get this bad boy going. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so if you're brand new to this episode, there is an to this how this works. It's live. There is an add button right where my finger is. Add camera, and let's talk about your business and how I can help you. All right, so let's get this party started. Let's go with Notary, and if you're going to get added, make sure that you're somewhere safe. Make sure you have good Wi-Fi. Make sure you have good connection because everybody here is going to be, oh, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Hello, how's everyone doing?
Nice
to see you, Mark.
Finally
with you on the phone.
I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so we've been going back and forth. I kind of know where you're at, but let's talk to everybody here. Let's talk about some coaching. How can I help you today?
All right. So I did finish the course a couple of months ago, and I've been 100% on it. Like I've been direct marketing like a couple of times a week. I literally get a stroll in my car and I go one by one agency. The only issue I've been having with the direct marketing, I don't know if everybody down here faces with the same thing. Like as I walk into most of the escrow offices, like it's first of all, it's very hard to get to talk to somebody to start with. I even try to call to follow up after I stop by and try to get a contact of the escrow or loan officer or a title officer. So literally to the point that last week I was a little bit discouraged. I was literally kicked out of the office because they were busy, which I understand. First time I brought like a little chocolate box for everybody because I've been in touch with these people and just following up. To the point that like today, my direct marketing was on the phone, to be honest, because I've been calling these people before I step into the office, just to avoid being slapped in the face, which I don't mind, but I do need more insights. And I have a lot of questions about
Well, look, let's stop there. Let's take a little piece of your journey. And I know you have the one-on-one business planning session with me. So I will go over that in greater detail. This is supposed to be a high-level coaching for everybody. But here's my first coaching, right? In our one-on-one business planning session, I'm going to teach you how to get over those objections. But I want to make a bigger coaching moment right now for you. And I hope everybody watching is when you own a business, we have to test different avenues of what can get us leads and figure out of these different opportunities, what works best with me and my market. So maybe with your market, because it is so busy, which by the way is a good thing, that means there's actually business to give you. So when they say, you know, not right now, we're too busy, that's a good problem because there's closing deals that you should have. But the bigger coaching is remember, too many new signing agents get fixated on one marketing strategy. I'm only going to go into title companies. I'm only going to go to title companies. When remember, you can walk into open houses every weekend. Remember, you can Google networking events near me, real estate networking events, and go to 2 or 3 networking events a week. Number 3, you can go into lenders' offices, realtors' office. So my point is, if you're getting a little bit of friction on this marketing strategy in business, there's something called pivoting. So your job is like, okay, so maybe this isn't working for me, but let me hit up 3 different networking events this weekend or this week, and let me see how I do with those. Putting all your eggs in one basket is not how any business operates. So if you're getting a little bit of friction on this strategy, my coaching is pivot. I remember, everything that works for someone else isn't going to work for you. That's not real, right? There are some people who only market to realtors because they can never get in title companies. There are some people who only do title companies because they can't get in realtors. Just don't be fixated on one marketing strategy. So maybe this week, Google real estate networking events wherever you live and try to hit 3 or 4 networking events, and maybe that's your jam. Because a girl, if you're not afraid to talk to somebody, then networking is the best route, because you can talk to, you know, 8 different realtors in one evening. Remember, you get realtors cards, use the script on how to get realtor business. Make sure you watch in the course how to network if you've never networked before. But I think what's happening is a classic entrepreneur where they hear of one marketing strategy and they keep going, well, it's working for everybody else, versus, you know, I've given it a good boxer's chance. Maybe it's time to pivot. You know, number 2, if you're not afraid to say hello, then maybe real estate open houses are the way to go. Because girl, there's no receptionist. They have no choice but to talk to you, you know, because it's just them and an open house on a Saturday. So I would say pivot a little bit. Don't keep, because remember, you know, Kim Sennett, who's one of our biggest earners, she has, you know, almost a 7-figure signing service, never marketed to title companies. Only marketed to lenders, because she found that loan offers are the most receptive. So my point is, everyone's journey is different. So make sure that you're testing it. Okay, this isn't my jam. Let me try this. Okay, that's not my jam. Let me try. That makes sense. So on the business strategy coaching we're going to have, I'll teach you how to overcome those objections. That's paid for coaching. I can't give away all the secrets now, but in between now and the business coaching session with me, think about maybe pivoting a little bit, and then come to me at the business coach and be like, okay, Mark, I also have these questions on approaching a realtor's open house, right? But I'm going to end with this with you, because, you know, the hardest thing that I have to do is to teach effort. And you're doing that on your own, so I'm so proud. I'm willing to bet that you'll probably be a little bit more effective at a networking event than anything else. Because at a networking event, you'll literally talk to 3 or 4 different realtors. And then remember, the realtor then can refer you to the escrow officer. So now you're not walking in cold to those escrow officers. You're coming through a direct referral from a realtor. So when you're at a networking event, you're like, oh my gosh, exchanging value. And they're like, what can I do for you? You're like, hey, can you put me on an email with one of your favorite escrow officers? Now it's no longer a cold introduction to an escrow officer. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, but with your attitude and your smile and your energy, you would crush a networking event. Like, you would crush one. And you're going to be able to talk to 5 or 6 different real estate agents one evening instead of banging your head against the wall trying to get behind a busy title office. Does that make sense? So
it makes sense, yes.
Okay, so I'm proud of you. Don't get discouraged. All I hear is this isn't working for you. Okay? Like, that's called
I'm
business.
very excited that this week I have a business fair event that it was a free event that I'm gonna stop by. It's right next to my house. They're gonna have they're gonna have many different businesses.
And you, there's like probably 5 of those a week in your area. So
No,
don't
definitely.
put your mind on that one. You know, put your mind on like 4 or 5. You want to hit at least 2 or 3 this week. It's only Monday. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I'm so proud of you because, like I said, I can't teach effort. I'm so proud of you. Just don't get discouraged. Your moment of like, this isn't working for me just tells you to pivot. That's it. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Because
Makes
what you're
sense.
doing, and I hope everyone's learning from this coaching call, is because it's working for someone else, you're expecting it to work for you. That's not real. You try what somebody else is working. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you pivot. That makes sense? But remember, you can pivot 3 or 4 times. So don't lose faith. Keep going, and I'm going to see you at the business coaching strategy, okay?
Sure. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so my biggest takeaway from that is too many times new signing agents feel like if it's working for this person, it has to work for me. That's not called real business. Our job is to what we call is testing, right? You test different marketing strategies, and then you figure out, oh my gosh, I'm finding out that this one works better for me. So as long as you understand that marketing is all about testing and looking at the results, testing, looking at the results, and then pivoting and finding which one blends with your personality, that's how you're going to make a ton of money in this business. So great conversation. If you feel stuck with one particular strategy is not working, don't be afraid to pull the plug and go to the next one. Hello, everybody. My name is Mark. I teach a loan signing system here for the very first time. Thank you so much. Every single Monday, I jump on to help signing agents like you build a business in what I call the best kept secret of real estate. Every single home in America has to have a notary to close. So let's get someone else on right now. Let's get Andrea Morgan. What is up? What is up? I'm so glad some people are getting great value from this. All right, where is Andrea? I tried. Oh, girls, that's you.
Hi, Mark.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm a little hobbled, but that's okay. I got to keep the energy high, girl. Let's keep going. What's up with you? So tell everybody your name, where you're from, and any questions.
So my name is Andrea, and I'm in the Bay Area.
Go Giants. Okay, I had to say that out loud. Okay, cool. So what can I help you with today, man?
So last week after our coaching call, so literally the very next day, I went to 9 title offices. And
hold on. I want everyone to get inspired by that. 9 title offers. So that, by the way, is called effort. Effort equals signings. Okay, cool. 9 title companies. Keep going.
Okay, and 5 out of those 9 title offices were close to the some were close to the public, and some I just talked to the receptionist and they're like, oh, escrows officers, they're very busy or they're working from home. So my question to you is, how do I get around to, or should I email the escrow officers if they're working from home, or what should I do?
Well, a couple things, a couple coaching moments here I want to have with you is, A, so people aren't there. You just got to go to more. Remember the Autumn Nicole story that I told you, right? Mm-hmm. Autumn Nicole made $17,000 in 30 days. And I said, how did you do it? And she told me very blatantly, I went to 52 different title companies. Remember that story I told you? So you went to 9, which by the way is amazing. My point of that is, girl, you just got to keep digging sometimes. Keep digging. Remember what I teach you guys is sales is a numbers game, right? There's going to be someone who's sitting there behind the desk, docs just came in, and their current notary is already taken, and you walked in at the right time. But, there's no such thing as accidents. There's something as such as I'm going to build a business. So my point is 9's good. Just do 9 more this week, okay? That's the first coaching. I'm going to coach on your answer, but I want you to realize that, we can't just say 9, like, oh, I've done my work. Yeah. That's what an unsuccessful signing agent says, right? Yeah. You understand that, like, look, some people are going to be working through home in a post-COVID world. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, your job is to keep sifting and finding the title companies that aren't. That's just called effort. Now, a couple things here, and I don't want to give away all the loan signing some secrets since this is a live on Instagram coaching. But what I will do is, remember, when you walk in, it should always be followed up with an email. Yeah. Like, hey, I stopped by to see you today. if you gratituded, it should be like, A, did you get my gratitude for you today? Yeah. So now there's a moment of conversation. But remember, the appropriate cadence is in-person, follow-up email, a week later, in-person, follow-up email. So my point is you never know if they're now required to go back in the office. Almost all of my First American offices are now required to go back in. I got Chicago title offices where they're only required to be half in, half out. So half the week they're in, half the week they're working remotely, half the week they're in office. Every office is different. That's why you need to go in consistently. Girl, you in at one time.
Yeah.
Like your job is to remember, consistency builds businesses and patience builds businesses. So you never know that next week maybe they're required to come back in.
Yeah.
And you're giving up because one time they were out of there. So don't overthink it. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? Like I teach you in the course that you can't expect to hit a home run on every single pitch.
Yeah.
Too many times signing agents expect that. You're like, well, Mark, I did the effort. How come everyone wasn't in there? Well, maybe you need to go in for 3 straight weeks before they start going back to work or in office. Does that make sense? So my point is just don't lose the momentum. Keep digging wider, okay? And remember, fortune's in the follow-up. So I did a mentorship video on specifically how I follow up. I did a mentorship video on the exact things that I do, I keep track of, exactly what I'm taking notes on when I meet somebody. So my point is make sure you watch it. You're paying for that. Okay.
That's in the Facebook. That's on the Facebook group, right? Okay.
That's right. But those also live in the mentorship and business coaching. So you don't need to go find it in the Facebook group. It's already pre-listed out in the business coaching course player on your course player. But yeah, so now you should be taking down certain information on those because remember, your follow-up is only as good as the notes you took. Yeah. A lot of times people follow up blindly, like, oh, I went there last week, but not taking any strategic notes or not any moments or sometimes don't even remember they walked in. Your job is to make sure you don't forget who you walked into. You should be taking notes. They say they are working remotely. Okay, cool. So maybe you put that title company on your once a month follow-up, not your every week follow-up. Does that make sense? So you can be dividing up your Excel sheet on, okay, they say they're working remotely, but I'm not giving up on them. Maybe they go to my once a month check-in. Fortunate in the follow-up, girl. So keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself. Don't forget to gratitude. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, keep going. If you have any more questions,
thanks,
hit me up in
Mark.
the DMs. All right, let's go. All right, so I thought that was an amazing conversation. I think what my biggest takeaway from that conversation is, remember, you have to take data. Data is what marketing is all about. So she's walking into some escrow offices where they are still working remote. Okay, cool. There are a bunch of companies still working remote. So your job is to make notes of that somewhere in your follow-up process. If you're a loan signing system student, I give you my exact follow-up process. And then you have to figure out, okay, cool. They're working remote. Maybe I'll check in once a month versus once a week, right? So just make sure you're really detailed on who you're trying to talk to so you can know how to follow up because you don't want any wasted effort or wasted actions. All right, cool. Let's go to the next person here. Okay. Let's go to my girl. Team signings, you know who you are. Let's go. What a great day. My name is Mark Wills. You guys are joining us. Oh, girl. Tell me you're going to pull over.
Okay, I know. I'm pulling over. Look at me. I'm pulling over.
All right. Because I want you to be safe, but as you are driving, you're breaking up. So which means your cell connection is losing.
Right. And we don't want to waste the people's time. I know.
All right. So with that being said, Angie, talk to me.
All right, let's get right into it. My name is Angel. Oh my God, I need to breathe because I'm nervous. Whew, okay. My name is Angel. I'm in the Bay Area and I'm in the process of opening my signing service company. My boyfriend's cousin finally has a notary commission. So she's going to be kind of like my beta. Hold on one second. Yeah, my tester. And so I just want to make sure I set her up for success. And so what tips would you give for me, Mark?
Okay, great. First off, congratulations on starting signing service. Everybody, She took the loan signing system course, was never a signing agent. Now she is so successful. She started a signing service. I say that to inspire everybody that you can do it too. So with that being said, girl, you know, I don't know what the question is, but here's what I would say is, you know, obviously make her go through the loan signing system training. You want to make sure it's the base level knowledge, because here's what you have to understand. You ready? Is every signing agent you hire, for better or for worse, is an extension of your brand. You have to understand that. And so what I would say is you're doing a good job of not trying to bite off too big of a bite. So I am proud of you of that. So what I would say is the biggest coaching I want to give you, and I'm guessing you got the signing service program that I have, right? I did. Okay. So what I would say is start small, go big. So here's my coaching. I would start with one client, right? Your best client, right? Whoever your best client is. And even if you didn't buy my signing service, how to start a signing service course, this is what I coach. This is what I coach inside the course. But Angela, you sometimes, Angel, excuse me, you sometimes you're so energetic. My job is to bring you back a little bit. Okay. So here's the coaching. You need to start with one client to start farming out business. Okay. Here's why. There's going to be a learning curve for you. There's going to be a learning curve on your scheduling. You have to pick a client that you have such a good relationship with that if you mess up, you don't lose business. A lot of times, new people who start signing services want to hit up like two or three of their favorite clients, and they're biting off more than they can chew. Right. So I want you to, it's kind of like when I just tore my Achilles, right? I understand that I have to take really small baby steps to get where I want to go to recovery. Same concept. I know you want to make a ton of money. I know you want to tell every single one of your clients, hey, I started a signing service. But what you can't do is re-tear your Achilles, for lack of a better analogy, right? So pick one client, just literally one, and be like, girl, funnel me your business. And then you're going to learn then you're going to learn the bumps it takes to scale this. So I think you said your cousin, you know, you're going to learn the bumps on how much information do I need to tell her? How do I give out instructions? So my coaching you is just start small. Okay. I know you want to go big, but that is going to end up hurting you. But the moment you get the hang of it, then explode. So then you go from 1 to like 5. But I just want you to start with one client, and you're going to learn what you need to coach her on. And then you'll learn what to coach on the new signing agents. Okay. Does that make sense? I'm going to end with this. And it's no different than starting anything new, is you got to take massive notes. So when she starts calling you for questions, I hope everyone's listening who's trying to start a signing service. There's a lot of times you guys repeat the same errors, or you repeat the same conversation because you're like, oh, I should be writing down that I'm always getting this same question. If you're always getting the same question from her, what should you probably do to the next 2 or 3 notaries you hire?
Make sure I drill in that question.
That's right. Even before they ask it.
Right.
That's called being more efficient with your time. Because if all of a sudden 3 notaries are asking the same question, you're like, dude, I should just wrote this in my instruction email. Does that make sense? So as you're starting to and this is another part of starting slow, is she will be your guinea pig not only on how you hand out appointments, but on the questions she asks. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so if she's asking the same questions all the time, that should be in your signing service instructions. Like, you know, hey, girl, should I be dropping off in FedEx by noon? You're like, well, yes, but if you're always asking me that, that should be an obvious thing I write to all of them. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Okay, so my coaching is experience is going to be your best teacher. That's your answer. Okay, but my coaching to you is don't try to bite off more than you can chew. Pick the one client who you're besties with, and let her know that we're going to kind of build this together. Does that make sense? Like when I first built my signing service like 8 years ago, I was like, hey, I'm starting my own signing service, and I'm going to start with you. But our relationship was so good. She's like, oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Right? And so she's on the journey with me. I can get all my wrinkles out with my number one client, and then I can expand. And that's what I want you to do.
Oh, okay. And then for Notary Gadget, do I have to upgrade the plan?
Yeah, oh, girl, I would do a completely different accounting program. By the way, I'm going to do a bookkeeping for free to all the people who bought the signing service, how to build your own signing service. So pay attention to that. It was supposed to be this week, but my plans kind of got derailed by a little basketball accident. But just stay in tune in the group, and I'll let you know.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
Thank you
go get
so
them.
much, you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Okay, I'm so proud of you, girl. My best advice for her on scaling a signing service also would be for anyone starting a business. I know we all want to bite off so much. You start small and kind of build your way incrementally. Once you realize your foundation is set, then you explode. Does that make sense? So her first client will give her all the wrinkles that she needs to iron out before she scales with 5 people. Because the problem is if she doesn't know what to iron out, she's going to lose 4 out of the 5 clients. So she's going to make a little bit slow income in the beginning, perfect her systems with 1 client, and then scale to the moon. Girl, Angel, I'm so proud of you, girl. Let's go. All right, who is the next one? Where are the gentlemen out today, man? I got all these wonderful ladies. Let me go with, I think I got a gentleman right here. Hello, everybody. My name is Mark. If you're watching for the first time, I teach signing agents how to build and scale businesses. What's up, Rafaela? How are you?
Thank you. First time.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you're okay. So tell everybody your name and where you're from.
Okay, so I go by Rafi, and I'm in the San Diego area, California.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, girls, so where are we at in our journey? What can I help you with today?
Okay, so I'm at the beginning stage where I'm signing into all the websites that you recommended. When I try to log into I believe it's 123 Notary,
Okay.
it's asking me for a N number, the person who recommended, and I have no idea. I went through the whole program, and I can't find it.
I do love 123 Notary. They've kind of adopted a pay-to-play scale. So I would actually tell you to maybe back off that because I don't believe in paying to play. The only thing that I will recommend is within signing order to pay for the extra zip codes because that does help. But outside of that, I do not recommend a pay-for-play platform for any platform, period. So with that being said, I would just disregard. But here's what I will tell you, though, in the beginning of your journey, I'm so excited for you, is remember, there's 2 things I want to make sure I'm coaching you on. There's signing agent platforms like 123 Notary, like signing SnapDocs, like signing order, like Notary Dash. Those are the platforms. Don't forget about the 300 signing services that are also in the course. Okay.
I haven't checked that.
Okay,
I'm barely going through the first 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's my coaching. Don't forget one without the other. The signing agent platforms are where signing services find notaries that they don't know. But they will always start with the signing agents they know. That's why signing up for them directly is so powerful. So it's not one or the other. Make sure you do both. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's why I have both in the course. So the signing agent data platforms are for notaries they don't know. So if nobody knows a signing agent in San Diego, they will search you in SnapDocs. But if they already know someone in San Diego, they will never go to the SnapDocs. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's why it's important to make sure you complete everything in the course, including signing up directly with the signing services themselves and making sure you understand the difference.
Wow.
Cool?
Okay. Yes. So
I hope you had a good moment there. It sounded like you did.
Yes, I'm signing up for the other 5 or 6, and then the other 300. I remember clicking on the link, and there's like an Excel spreadsheet.
That's exactly right. Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay.
So go to the bottom, and they're all organized at the bottom of Excel. But that's exactly right. So perfect.
So when I open that Excel again, and do I just call them? I guess I'm a little confused on how do I sign up for those 300.
Do both. The answer is yes. So the answer is sign up directly. Now, full transparency, not everyone has a sign up program. Your job is to find of the 300 who does. And so once you go through each website, see you as a signing agent's click here button, you're doing you're building a business. And then even if they allow you to sign up, yes, you should also call and use the script that you paid for. Hi, this is Rafi out in San Diego. If you don't have someone who serves the Lemon Grove and El Cajon and La Jolla and North County area, I'm your girl. So it shouldn't be one or the other. It should be both. And then make sure you're using the script when you actually call them. Okay. Cool.
Thank you,
excited, girl? Are you excited?
I am very excited. Thank you.
Let's go. You're so welcome. Hey, I'm here if you need anything at all. And make sure when you're done with the course, you set up that one-on-one business planning with me, okay? That's included.
Okay.
All right, girl, go get them. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, so I think my biggest takeaway from that conversation is understanding that there are the difference between signing agent data platforms and signing services. So Angel, who was just on, is starting a signing service. If Angel doesn't know anybody where she needs a notary from, she will then use SnapDoc, Signing Order, Notary Dash to find a notary. But if she already knows a signing agent, let's say in LA, in Phoenix, in Colorado, in Denver, she won't need to go to a platform. So remember, you should be signing up with the platforms. That's the easy peasy part. And then you need to sign up with the signing services. The signing services, again, only use SnapDocs if they don't know a signing agent where you live. So sign up directly with the signing services. And it should also be followed with a phone call and a quick elevator pitch. If you're a loan signing system student, the elevator pitch is inside the course. I give it to you. Use it. All right, who's next? All right, let's go with Kia. I think her name is. How's everybody doing? My name is Mark. I teach signing agents how to scale this business. What up, girl?
Hi. Oh my goodness.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for asking to be picked, because you don't get what you don't ask for. I'm like, I see you, girl. I see you. All right, so tell everybody what's your name, where you're from, and any questions.
Okay, so my name is Nakia from Whitaker Mobile Notary, plug. And I'm from Philadelphia. Thank you for the East Coast love.
Philly in the house. Let's go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So any questions? Where you at? Talk to me.
Okay, so I'm in the beginning. I have been a loan signing agent for 3 weeks. I was a notary for 2 days.
Also known as a newbie, and I love newbies, girl. Let's build
Yes.
you a business. Okay, so where are we at? Talk to me.
Okay, so I'm in the beginning. I've signed up for several services. I just started your course yesterday. Okay.
Hey, welcome to the family on a Sunday. I love it, girl.
Yes. My first thing what I did was a refi. 2 days later, I did a reverse mortgage. So they threw me straight into the deep end. At least I think so. Both of those went off pretty well. I don't have any errors that I know of. I signed up for at least 20 to 30 signing services, but I'm only getting info from one.
Okay, so here's my coaching. Slow down. Okay, so you just bought the course. So here's what I would tell you literally is I would do nothing else but jump into the course. I mean, I know and I empathize that we want to make money. I get it. But girl, you've now paid for the training. You paid for a coach. So let that sink in, because I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a list of 300 signing services. I'm going to show you all the tips on when you actually call. Because remember, I mean, this is coaching for not just you, but everybody.
Right.
Like when you hit accept, they see you only have 4 signings completed.
Okay.
So you have to understand, like if you were the signing service, like let's say you were the signing service.
Okay.
And you hit accept on a signing notification.
Okay.
And you hit accept and you're like, oh, this person only has 4. Like, would you be so quick to give it to them?
No, probably not.
So you have to understand the psychology of that, and I'll teach you how to overcome that. But I think discouragement, it's easier to be less discouraged if you get that they see everything, right? So you're building a real business. You're not trying to win the lottery anymore. That's why you bought my course. And so I'm now going to teach you, but before you're just trying to win the lottery. You're hitting accept, almost not realizing they see your credentials. And if they see 4, like there has to be a solution on getting a signing service from seeing 4 to like pick me. That's what I teach, but let me teach it to you. Does that make sense? So
it does.
I wouldn't say not hit accept on your notifications. You've done a lot of legwork. I'd still keep hitting accept, but I would get less discouraged, more head down, dig into the materials that you just paid for. Girl, it might take you a week or 2. But you're trying to build a business here, something that's sustainable, something that lasts you 3 years, 30 years, not 3 days. And I'm going to end with this, okay? Is a lot of new sign. What I want to commend you on first is you're a signing agent first, then you found my course, which I love because you realized I need coaching. Try to figure out this business on their own. So I'm proud of you for not doing that. What I want to say though is understand that you could do a signing, not get a call back. You could think you were error-free, and then they just give it to another notary to fix because it was so gregarious. So a lot of exactly right. See, that's where a lot of signing agents don't understand. I'll get emails like this. Mark, oh my God, I've been in business for 2 months. I've done 25 closings. Now no one's calling me. Oh, the market must be slow. The market must be saturated. No, it's just of the 25 closings, 8 has such big errors that the signing service is right inside the platform. This notary did that. And now they're not getting phone calls back, not because it's slow, not because it's not saturated, but because you made so many errors that they write about it. That's why it's so important to make sure you're super confident in what you're doing, so you're not making those errors that they never tell you about. Does that make sense? And in fact, someone below, does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I don't think I made those errors.
Well, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you did that, but I am hopefully trying to coach you on just slowing down.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus, girl. I'm just saying, my job as your new coach is that, I always love to explain the why. I don't ever give you the time. I tell you how to build a watch. And so part of me saying this is why you slow down is because you want to make sure that you really are confident in your skill set. Like you said, you already did a reverse mortgage. You're right. That's being thrown to the wolves in the beginning. But my point is just slow down a little bit. Get inside the course, bang through it. The cool part about you, unlike some of my other students or newbies, is you already understand the industry. You've done signing, so you should get through it quicker. I just want you to refocus on the education and then get your head up next week and be like, oh, Mark, I didn't know what I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, Craig, I'm proud of you.
Of course, I just last night, I was like, okay, I went through my old stuff and looked over to see if I missed anything. Because I scan everything back, even if they don't ask for it. I scan everything so I can have record of what I sent.
Good.
That's not bad.
Good. I'm proud of you, girl. Okay. So
I'm
so glad you're here. Welcome to the family. Yeah, I'm your coach. I'm going to coach you until you don't want me anymore. So my coaching is just head down, build in, and then you have a one-on-one strategy session with me that's included. And so I want to get you on that, and we can go literally make a business plan together. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, go get it. Welcome to the family, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. So I think my biggest takeaway from that conversation, especially for the newbies, is understand, like, you'll get notifications out of the gate, but the way signing services protect ourselves from notaries who don't know what we're doing is we will write reviews on the platform. So every other signing a service, when they pull up your profile, will see the attached notes to you. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you are an error-free signing agent and to have as much training as possible to get that confidence up. So what a great conversation. Let's keep it going. Hey, my name is Mark Wills. For you guys who joined me, if you just start following my page, thank you so much. I teach notaries how to make money as signing agents. I truly believe that this is the best kept secret in real estate. Every single home has to have a notary. Most people don't realize that. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you again for all the well wishes. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know I had a little bit of I got injured playing basketball. But I just want to say thank you so much from bottom of my heart for all the well wishes. I have so many DMs and I try to go through them as much as I can. So thank you from bottom of my heart. It makes me feel so appreciative that you guys are sending me all this positive energy. So thank you again. Let's get somebody else on right now. I have no gentleman. That's okay. I got my man Sam. Let's see what my man Sam's doing. How's everybody doing? Let's go. Sam, are you there? So my man.
Oh, I made it on. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What up, dude? How are you?
What's up? I'm Sam. I'm from Long Beach, California. I've been a loan signing agent since the beginning of the year. I had an opportunity to work with a specific signing service in San Jose. So for the month of June, I moved to San Jose. I literally lived with the signing service, the couple that owned the signing service, made $11,000 in that month and came back to Long Beach. And now I'm starting to do my own direct not signing service, but I'm doing direct now. So that's where I'm at right now.
I heard an amazing journey of a signing agent, man. I love what I love, but what I will want to give you a ton of kudos for is the commitment. You're like, look, if I got to move away for 30 days, I'm going to do it to better my skill set, to make some money. And it's like an unbelievable paid internship.
Yes.
So dude, are you loan signing system student?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
totally.
my God, that makes the story even better, man. I love it. Okay, well, let's get you direct. Here's what I'm gonna tell you real quick, okay? You know, $11,000 a month is unbelievable. That's big league. You're in the big league at signing agent, LSS category. Make sure you turn in those to get that 10K plaque, okay? Here's what I want to do. And this is almost more of a mindset coaching than it is the X's and O's. Is when you start making, you know, 5 figures a month, I need you to start having the mindset of like being insulted for making anything less than the entire fee. Like the signing services have been good to you. It got you here. But the only way you go from here to here is a mindset change. It is like, I could do exactly what the owner of that signing service in San Jose did. The only difference between that signing service owner and that couple in San Jose and you is they chose to go to title companies. They chose to say, here's why you should use me. It was just effort. So I want you to get to the point, dude, where you're like, even if you get $125 for a signing, it's like, that's not the entire signing fee. I deserve more. These signing, and I own a signing service. I'm making money off of the backs of notaries who don't believe in themselves enough. I need you to believe in yourself, man. Like me and you are as good as each other when it comes to watching someone sign their name 100 times. Like, I want you to feel me on this, Sam. I am not any better than you at watching someone sign their name 100 times. That makes sense?
That makes a lot of sense, dude. Totally.
Because look, there's a point of diminishing skills at a certain point. Like, if you can do an error-free signing, like, we're the same. So the signing agent who's making more money than you, Sam, he's not better than you. They've just told more people they're a signing agent than you. How does that sit?
That's awesome, dude. I do have a specific question.
Yes.
So I've done the whole marketing thing. I got gift baskets, went to the escrow offices near my house. I reached out to my real estate friends, and I actually got connected with an escrow officer at an office that's like 5 minutes from my house. So it's awesome. There are 10 officers in her building. I've only connected with her, and last week she gave me 5 signings. I'm like, yo, if I can just get 2 more officers from this building, that'd be awesome. So here's the question, though. Is it not kosher for me to ask her, hey, would it be okay if anyone else in your office needs a notary signing agent? Because I've been told that if you make a connection with an escrow officer as their notary signing agent, there might be a little bit of not jealousy, but ownership over you, and they don't want to sort of share you out. So is it not kosher to try to get more people in that office, or how would you do that?
I would take the entire lunch office tomorrow. That's my answer. Tomorrow. Now, look, I mean, your job is to leverage that moment with that EO with everybody else. Like, you know, and so you should definitely praise her and show appreciation for this opportunity. But I'm going to bet you $1 of donuts if you asked her via email or text, and like, hey, girl, is it okay if I just say thank you to you and the entire office and bring you guys all lunch tomorrow? I promise you, she will say it's absolutely okay. Remember, you want to show appreciation, not just to her, but the entire office. But 100% you should do that.
Okay.
But here's something else I want to coach you on. Is what I heard, I want to make sure I heard the story right, and I hope everyone else hears this, is you approached a realtor, and the realtor introduced you to the EO. Did I hear that right? Okay,
yes.
Cool. I thought I did. So let me talk to you about this. I want everyone to hear me on this, because I think what gets lost, Sammy, is almost too much enthusiasm almost makes you forget on how you got there. Our job as marketers, because that's what you're doing, you're in the building phase, right? Our job as marketers to be like, when you find something that works, to go all in on it. So if you know that the real estate agent or the EO referral works, dude, how come you haven't talked to 27 different real estate agents?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's one thing for me to tell you, oh, realtors can introduce you to EOs, and you kind of not believe it. But the moment it actually works, your job is to be like, okay, where's the networking event in Long Beach tomorrow? Where am I going to go hit up 14 open houses this weekend? Because you know that relationship between the real estate agent and escrow officer is real. So remember, as you're building your business, when you find a marketing technique that works, it's your job to triple down on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because too often notaries are like, oh, well, this worked and this worked and that. I'm like, well, dude, how come you didn't go all in on it? Does that make sense?
Totally.
So I'm proud of you for using the real estate agent approach, because I think everyone should. but now that worked for you. So the answer is yes, buy the entire office lunch, but dude, don't forget what got you the referral to begin with.
Got it.
And does that make sense? And don't forget, you should be tripling down on that. Right. So it shouldn't be, oh, well, I'm going to go talk to 2 more realtors. No, it should be, I'm going to go search out 10 more and see, because then it becomes a ratio game, Sammy, where you're like, okay, if I talk to 10 realtors, 2 give me introductions, right? That means I got to talk to 20 to get to 4. I got to talk to 30 to get to 6. Now you know what effort you got to do to get where you want to go, right? And now you're like, okay, so 1 EO is giving me 5 signings a week. That means I need 6 EOs to get 30 signings a week. Now you're making 20 grand a month. Right. So you reverse engineer the numbers, but you got to keep doing what's getting you there. Because you can be, I mean, dude, you should be a $20,000 a month student. There's no question. There's no doubt in my mind. But I think you're losing a little bit of focus on these marketing strat paths. Okay. That have gotten you here and be like, okay, cool. This worked. Let me go all in. And by the way, the reason I'm trying to teach you to go all in is because if it doesn't work, you need to pivot. Mm-hmm. So if you're like, well, maybe that was a fluke. Okay, cool. But you don't know it's a fluke until you go all in. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, totally. Dude, I'm proud of you, bro. I love the story of flying up to San Jose. Man, congratulations on the success. My ending conversation is yes to the entire lunch office, but go through your girl, your contact. Number 2 is, dude, go all in on the realtor game. Okay. It's worked for you. Whatever you said to get your first realtor, just double down on that. Easy peasy. Hey, cool. Okay, keep me posting the DMs, bro.
Well, dude, thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Bro, let's go. Let's go. Man, I love it. Let's go. Oh man, my biggest takeaway from Sammy is, dude, effort builds businesses. I mean, he flew up to be next to a signing service owner just to get all the signing service owners business. I mean, what else do you want? Unbelievable. All right, let's go with Vicky. I'm so happy everyone's getting value out of this Instagram live. I hope everyone's doing amazing. Vicky, I just accepted you. If you're not there, I'm going to jump to somebody else. Thank you again so much for all the well wishes. I'm so thankful. I will get through this process just like I teach you to build a business. You know, if you guys know anything about Achilles tendon tears, probably one of the longest rehabs that you can have. But I'm going to attack my rehab like I teach you to attack your business, one day at a time. Okay, so who is next? Oh, what up, girl?
Hi.
I love when the repeats come on. That's because I want some updates. Talk to me. Where are we at? First off, your name, where are you from? And then let's continue.
Okay, so I'm Jessica Rodriguez, here from Las Vegas, Nevada. I started going through signing services. That was a little slow. So I have a background with being a realtor back 10 years ago. So I just started to go direct. I've gone to about 5 different title offices so far. As of 2 weeks ago, I got my first direct last week, and I've had about 5 or 6.
Woo! Okay, hold on. So I just want to inspire people. Give me that timeline one more time. So how long did you have? So you went to that office how many weeks ago?
About 2.5 weeks ago.
So 2.5 weeks ago, and you got your first signing last week.
Yes.
That's called patience. I think so many people expect to walk in and walk out with the signing. That's not real. But if you do what Jessica did, understand that you can't ask somebody out and marry them in the same sentence. You'll build a business slowly but surely, but that's how businesses are built. And by the way, I think waiting 2 weeks for your first signing is not a long period, but I do think that people expect I walk in and walk out. And so I just want to inspire people that that's how you build real businesses. Everyone wants to go like, how do you get title business? Well, you walk in, you be patient. So where are we at? What can I help you with?
Alrighty, so I went to market more yesterday, kind of followed up with some people. What's been really helping is being bilingual. So I feel like as soon as I say I'm Spanish, like I can kind of see that spark in their eye. Yeah. And they're like, okay, we need some Spanish bilingual people. So that I think that's what got me into this escrow office. Like I said,
I'm gonna give you some coaching right now, and I hope anyone who speaks Spanish hears me here. Is, you know, again, like I told Sammy, right? And you got to figure out, okay, what works and lean into that, what works. So you just told me that speaking Spanish got their eyes big. So what I hear is a signing agent who then should focus on Spanish-speaking realtors, Spanish-speaking parts of Las Vegas. I guarantee there is. So what you should be doing is like, oh my gosh, okay, cool. So that is getting people's attention. So maybe I should concentrate my efforts maybe on more of this Hispanic parts of town. So you should be, my guess is if you typed in Spanish-speaking real estate agents, start with the realtors, because the realtors probably know the EOs who are Spanish, who do well Spanish-speaking clients. So if you maybe reverse engineer it and start with, realtors who speak Spanish in the Las Vegas area, and then kind of find the EOs from those realtors. That's what I heard. So you should lean in on what you just told me. Does that make sense? So yes, and number two is if you know that is making people go, oh my gosh, that should be your lead every single time. So double down, like I told Sammy, on what works. And your job is to make sure it's not a fluke or if it actually works as part of my marketing techniques going forward. But Jessica, girl, I mean, I don't live in Vegas, but my guess is there's parts of Vegas that are heavily Spanish speaking. Am I correct?
Yes. And I went to market yesterday to 3 different escrow offices, one to follow up because she told me that she wanted to get me into her, preferred notaries and through the manager and all that. So she just emailed me back today that she's following up with the hiring manager and she's Spanish. And then I followed up with a realtor friend of mine. He's actually helping quite a bit to kind of get me in contact with different ones. Actually, I followed up with a couple of realtor friends that I had. So I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start. Here's my coaching. And here are my goals for you specifically. Your goals for this week is literally as soon as we hang up, like you need to start researching Spanish-speaking realtors. Whatever parts of Vegas and Henderson are Spanish-speaking, like you need to go start outlining that. You need to be more picky with your time and effort. So what I want you to do after this call is literally go in and focus heavily on the Spanish-speaking parts of Henderson and Nevada and Las Vegas. Because like students who live in San Diego speak 2 languages, I tell them literally go directly to the border. I say, why would you mess with English-speaking escrows when there are 5 major escrow offices right there in San Isidro? I don't know if you know where that is, but anyways, like to me, it makes no logical sense. So I love all the other effort you're doing, but I think you should specialize more in the Spanish-speaking parts of town, walk in, and I think you're going to see your closing ratio go from 20% to like 50. Okay? So tell me how that goes in the DMs, but be very specific and intentional with that. So hang up, find out where you live, those Spanish-speaking community are, and then roll in and then go in there. And I'd speak Spanish right out of the gate and be like, look, I'm your girl. You know what I mean? Okay, does that sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right, bye. All right, my biggest takeaway from that is, and I think almost my biggest takeaway for the entire hour is leaning in to what's working and move away from what not working. Too many times, new business owner, even if you like own a restaurant, right? A lot of people who own restaurants, they go, well, everyone drives traffic through Yelp. So I'm going to go run 1,000 Yelp ads. I'm going to go run all the Yelp reviews I can. And they're like, they won't give up on Yelp until they're broke. And then they blame the restaurant not working on, oh, Yelp was throttling the algorithms. Yelp wasn't pushing my ads out. Yelp suppressing my reviews, when they should have made a decision about a month or 2 months in that, you know what, maybe Yelp isn't my way of reaching my customers. Maybe I need to start doing Facebook ads. Or maybe I need to start doing more farmers markets. So I see too many signing agents who just start banging their head because this works for everybody else. It has to work for me. Or I see signing agents who are like, oh, well, that worked. And then forget about going all in on that. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, I'm going to try to get one more person on. If they can jump on real quick, we're going to make this super quick. There we go. We got one more. We got Sanford in the house. Sanford, are you there? I got time for one more person. Thank you so much. Oh, Sanford.
Hey, how you
Good,
doing?
good, good. If you are driving, let me have you pulled over, man.
Okay,
Number one, I want you to be safe. But number two, I don't want our cell connection to be lost.
Okay.
All right. So while you're doing that, tell everybody what's your name and where you're from.
Yeah, my name is Sanford Jones, and I'm from Los Angeles, but I live here in Las Vegas.
Okay. Oh, back-to-back Las Vegas people. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Where are we at in our journey, man?
Well, I've been a notary for almost a year. It's going to be like December, and I've started. It started really slow. I did a lot of general notary work, and I just saw the struggle and how slow it was. But I started to get a lot of people who were coming to me for their documents to close their documents, and I was amazed. And I started to pick up around April and May, and then I started getting signing service work, and then things just really got much better for me.
Cool, cool, cool. So this is a coaching call. What
Yes.
can I help you with right now so we can help your business? That's what this is for.
Well, I would like to be able to go direct. I've done almost 70 closings.
I love it. I love it. Are you currently a loan signing system student or not?
No.
Okay, cool. So, first off, I love it. I will coach you right now. There's scripts in my course. So here's my biggest coaching I can give you right now. Okay. There's two pieces of coaching. Is A, get a coach, whether it's me or somebody else. The biggest thing is what always confuses me as adults, if we have a child and our child wants to play basketball, what's the first thing you do for a kid? You get them a basketball coach. But as an adult, we want to be successful at something. We're like, well, I don't know if I think you should change the mindset, get a coach. And I'm not even saying that you should take me as your coach. Okay. But I just don't know. If you have children, you get them swimming coaches. I don't know why you're not having a signing agent coach. It doesn't make sense. Number two is that your coaching for your daughter or son is not tax deductible. Coaching for you, tax deductible. So first coaching is get a coach, man. Again, I'm not saying for me or for someone else, but I would say get a coach, right? There's a lot of great coaches in this industry. I'm not the only one. I would just encourage you to find one. Okay, but here's my free coaching, okay? So my best coaching I can give you to get direct business is understanding, I hope everyone hears me on this, is understanding that consumers don't buy products or services. People buy solutions. Let me say that one more time, okay? People don't buy products and services, they buy solutions. The reason signing agents don't get business is because all they're doing is telling people what they do instead of the problems that they solve. Did that click? Yep. So I can't give you the script because people pay that, but what I can tell you is all I teach my students is be a problem solver. What is title's problem? What are escrow officers' problems? What are lenders' problems? What are realtors' problems? Figure out, Sanford, how you can solve those, and they'll use you. The reason it's tough to go into a title office and say, oh, well, I'm Sanford and I'm NNA certified. Well, their problem isn't finding an NNA certified signing agent. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're going, a lot of signing agents just walk in saying, hey, I'm NNA certified, which is great. But until you learn how to present yourself as a solution to their problems, you're never going to get them to buy you. Does that make sense?
Correct.
So my free coaching is, you're good at what you do. You just told me you have 70 or so signings. Awesome. So figure out in your mind, what can I do to show them that they have all these problems and I'm the solution to those problems. If and when that clicks, you're going to make a ton of money. But if you're always just going to walk right in and be like, hey, I'm Sanford, I've done 70 signings. Remember, the 70 signings, finding a signing agent who's done 70 signings isn't solving their problems. They can find a ton of signing agents that have done 100 closings. They can find literally thousands of signing agents who are NNA certified. They can find thousands of signing agents who will work nights and weekends. So those aren't the problems that you need to solve. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you walk in there, you have to think to yourself, okay, cool. I know they have a litany of issues. I need to present myself as one of those solutions to those issues. And now you'll have their ears perk up. So if you can figure out how to communicate that you can solve their problems, honestly, that's what I teach my students, right? I teach my students specifically what problems they can solve, but you don't need my course for that information. Like, you can sit there, rack your brain. Okay, cool. I've done so many signings here. I know there's some hot points. I want to present myself as a solution to the hot points. So if you can just kind of figure out what problems you solve, you can make a ton of money.
Okay, that sounds good.
Was that helpful?
Yeah, it's very, very helpful. I just want to make sure that, yes, that I could get the next step, the connection. I do need to have the loan signing service. I really want that, so I can make that connection, because I really do. I enjoy looking at your videos.
I appreciate it, man.
There's some of them are funny, very informative, and so I just need that next step, because I'm to tell you the truth, I'm ready. I almost have flawless signings. This is something that I've noticed. So,
well, let me end with this. You know,
yeah.
I think a lot of signing agents have two problems, right? Two issues building their business. A, they have this idea that if I build it, they will come, right? I mean, well, I'm a notary, so how come everyone's not knocking down my door, right? When you understand that you're building a business and people don't go to your business, I think everything changes. I think number two is what you have to understand is your business owner first, a signing agent second, meaning a lot of people feel like if I can do an error-free signing, then how come I'm not slam busy? And the answer is when you understand you're building a business, that's when you know you need marketing coaching, and you need sales coaching, and you need a lot more than just a skill set. A signing agent who makes a lot of money isn't only a good signing agent, they're also a good marketer. They're also good at sales. And if you can combine error-free with the other side of business, you're going to make a ton of money, man. And again, I don't want this to be a hard sale on me. There's so many great signing agent trainers out there. I will never talk down about another signing agent trainer. I would be honored to have you as part of my family. But if not, man, you're halfway through the race, because you got the signing part down. Pick somebody out and build a business. All right, brother?
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Be blessed. Have a good week.
All right.
All right. What a great ending of a conversation there. I think my biggest takeaway from that conversation, I'm going to wrap up. My biggest wrap up to that conversation is understanding that people don't buy products and services. They buy solutions. When you can position yourself as the solution to an EO's problem, a solution to the realtor's problem, a solution to the lender's problem, a solution to title's problem, they will buy you. They will use you as your signing agent. So don't just sell what you do, sell the problems that you solve. And let's have a phenomenal week. Thank you so much for spending an hour with me. You're amazing. Thank you for the well wishes. I'm going to be back bigger and stronger, just like you. Always be working to get bigger and stronger. Have a blessed week. Go get them. Remember, action builds businesses. I believe in you, but I just can't believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Let's go. Bye, everybody. Be blessed.